For decades, André Rieu has captured hearts worldwide with his violin, his orchestra, and his grand performances. But behind the music and standing ovations, there is a side of him nobody truly knew. Today, the maestro is opening up, revealing secrets about his life that fans never expected. From personal struggles to the choices that shaped his career, it's all coming to light. Join us here at Prestige Buzz as we delve into the stories kept private for years. Before we begin, if you love the magic of André Rieu's music, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Prestige Buzz, and hit the bell notification so you never miss an update on your favorite stars. Standing inside his Maastricht castle, André Rieu often looks over the old streets with a feeling that his life is still full of fire. While others his age dream of drifting across the sea on a cruise ship, André recoils at the thought. He doesn't want a slow life or long days of rest, he reaches for the stage the moment he wakes up. Even his breaks are minimal, usually just 3 days in Rome with his family before returning to a grueling schedule of rehearsals and world tours. Retirement is a word he refuses to accept. He half-jokingly says he is only halfway through his journey and plans to live to 140. However, a hidden truth began to press against him: his body was no longer matching the energy of his dreams. Long nights of insomnia became dangerous, yet the music inside him refused to fade. When the global lockdown silenced concert halls, André faced a pure torture he had never known. To fill the void, he turned to the kitchen. The man who mastered the violin began to master the art of baking. Late at night, he watched baking videos to learn new recipes. When he shared his creations online, fans were shocked and moved to see this simple, human side of the maestro. He even appeared on the Dutch version of the Great British Bake Off, showing the same intense focus on a cake that he does on a concerto. Baking helped him breathe, but the violin still held his heart. André's journey began in a house filled with the echoes of the Maastricht Symphony Orchestra, conducted by his father, Andreas Antony Rieu. As the third of 6 children, André was surrounded by music, but it was a disciplined and strict upbringing. At age 5, he picked up the violin, the instrument that would become his soul. He studied under masters like Joe Juda and Herman Krebers, eventually earning the prestigious Premier Prix from the Royal Conservatory of Brussels. In 1975, he married Marjorie Koopman, a language teacher and composer who became his lifelong anchor. Together, they raised 2 sons, including Pierre, who now serves as the vital producer of the Johann Strauss Orchestra. In 1987, André took a massive risk by forming the Johann Strauss Orchestra. It started with just 12 musicians but grew into a global phenomenon of 60 performers. He chose to step away from the rigid, cold traditions of classical music, creating a style that was rare and bright, mixing famous works with melodies that made people laugh and cry. For years, André believed he was invincible. He boasted about never canceling a show and claimed jet lag couldn't touch him. But in 2024, everything changed during his long-awaited return to Mexico. The fans were ecstatic, and the first 2 concerts in Mexico City were triumphs. But less than 24 hours after the second show, André's health collapsed. He woke in the middle of the night with the room spinning in a terrifying circle. By morning, he was weak and drained. The diagnosis was a vestibular nerve infection, a condition affecting the inner ear imbalance. For a performer who stands under bright lights and leads an orchestra, it was devastating. He couldn't walk without stumbling or turn his head without nausea. The schedule leading up to the tour had been a perfect storm of exhaustion. He had been finishing a DVD production while taking intensive Spanish lessons, all while preparing for the high altitude of Mexico City. At over 2,000 meters above sea level, the thin air had already caused his crew nosebleeds and shortness of breath. André had pushed himself to the breaking point. His son, Pierre, had to make the call that André never wanted to make: cancel the remaining tour dates. The financial impact was massive, and the emotional weight was even heavier. André had to undergo brain scans to rule out a tumor. Thankfully, the tests were clear, but the fear remained. While recovery was slow, André received a flood of support. A fan from Australia even sent him specific balance exercises. Every day, André practiced standing on one leg and focusing his eyes, slowly regaining his physical grounding. This period of forced silence led to a profound realization. André saw that his life had been a series of extremes: total output or total collapse. He realized his schedule was cluttered with business openings and paperwork that didn't feed his spirit. He sat down and made two lists. Things that bring joy, music and family. Things that drain energy, unnecessary meetings and excessive travel. He decided to cut the noise out. At 76, André Rieu is finally learning to listen to his body. The days of relentless global hopping are shifting into a new, sustainable rhythm. He now plans shorter tours, fewer flights, and more time in his medieval castle in Maastricht, a home once owned by the legendary D'Artagnan. The summer concerts at Vrijthof Square remain the heart of his work. There, in his home city, the warmth of the audience sustains him without the toll of international travel. He knows he cannot move at the same speed forever, but his passion hasn't weakened, it has simply matured. André Rieu has proven that when music is shared with love, it becomes a feeling people carry forever. His health scare was a reminder that even a maestro is human. By guarding his peace and choosing his moments, André ensures that the music will continue not as a marathon of endurance, but as a celebration of a life well lived. What is your favorite André Rieu memory? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like, subscribe to Prestige Buzz, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the lives of the world's most iconic performers.